If your business needs a fresh start, improvement, a revamp, or it's just starting out, you're going to want to check out this next segment. Joe recently sat down with Mike Gomez, president of Allegro Consulting, who gives you 3 steps for success. Take a look.
3 things that will have the most impact on a business to turn themselves around and make them healthy and they feel proud about, and they can actually predict what the outcome is going to be at the end of the year is 1. As an owner, your obligation is to paint a picture of what you want your company to look like 3 years, 2 years from now. Now, what I'm talking about is that word that most business owners hate, and it's called planning. Defining a plan. Now, it's amazing. We will get in our car, we will know exactly where we want to go, what time we want to get there. The only thing that we're debating is how we get there and whether or not the car needs any maintenance before we get in it, right? Yet we will run our businesses without a plan. 90% of privately held businesses are operating without any plan at all. Now, it's stunning, but you want to find something that will singularly change the outcome of the way you're running your business, get a plan and let that plan be the guide for how you grow the business and lead it to that destination that you've defined. And I'm talking about a plan that defines what you want your sales to look like 2 years from now, what you want your people to look like 2 years from now, what you want your operation to look like 2 years from now, and what you want your marketing to look like. 2, know specifically who you created your business to improve or to target, okay? You created your business to solve a problem for somebody. Know who that person is or that demographic is, and then make sure that everything that you're doing in the way of marketing speaks directly to that individual. There's a tendency to want to broaden your audience for fear that if I only talk to this demographic, then I might be losing business opportunities over here. And I will argue, given the limited resources and people that typically reside in a small to mid-sized business, that you're better off laser focusing those people around a very specific target. The analogy I like to use is the target in a bow and arrow range. Do you know what the demographics are of the bullseye? In clear and precise language. And does everybody in your company know that? Because if you do, and you take your bow and arrow, guess what you're aiming for? And all that energy is going to try to get that arrow to hit that bullseye. The nice thing about that is if you define that bullseye and you miss, you're going to miss not by very much. You're still likely going to be earning a client.
Right.
The worst thing to do is not have a target at all.
Yep.
And by the way, I've seen a lot of companies who have no idea. There's no target. They just give their salespeople a bunch of arrows and say, go out there and shoot something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. The last thing I think that you can do to dramatically change your outcome and the health of your business is have your salespeople following a defined sales process. Don't leave it to the individual salespeople to bring their own individual techniques into your business and apply their personal techniques to selling your product and solution.